What is good, people? Welcome to the Motor Machines channel. I'm just coming out for a little circuit really on the e-bike. Got the RV800 Lankeleisi, whatever it is, and I thought it was just perfect if I can get out for a bit of a ride this time of the day. And I got a few things I want to talk about. Oh, this bog. Hopefully everything should be reasonably dry now. I just don't want to get this bike plastered. It's funny when you're riding like this, your eyes are scanning about for the driest route. Oh, no turning back now. There's so many options. Processing everything and picking a good option, hopefully. And just hope I don't get a puncture. I've been spending quite a bit of time with this bike since my last video. I've got over 200 miles now. I located the controller just there by it's inside the frame where these cranks are, which is the obvious place really. Fits in there quite snug, so I removed the cover and it's just there. Pulled it out. It's a 22 plus 1 amp. I did wonder what kind of current it had. Sort of what I expected really from a 750 watt kit. Loving this trail. Oh yeah, if you hadn't noticed, I have connected my throttle because I know I'm off road. I disconnect it easy disconnect it by this 3-pin waterproof connector here, or I can go into the controls, into the control settings and turn it off. It's quicker just to unplug it though, but a lot of people don't like to, well, prefer to ride with the throttle. It's safer really. I agree, the rules need to change. The other evening I come past here, there was so many fish feeding off the top on the flies. I haven't seen so much action for years in one of these rivers. So I've been testing the throttle, testing the throttle, and I'm not happy. First of all, you have to turn it about a quarter of the way before it will do anything. And then, I don't like the half twist throttle. I think it's a pain in the ass, and you get whatever it's called, stomach cramp, from just using your index finger and thumb to just grip it and turn it, whilst releasing the pressure off the rest of the hand. that's been a learning experience, and I'm going to sort that out hopefully. Well, it's really simple because it's just one of these 3-pin connectors. I hope I've ordered one off eBay, a thumb throttle, because I actually prefer the thumb throttle now over a twist. You can just still have nice thin grips, and it makes you feel more at home if you're used to riding a mountain bike, rather than these like fat chunky, oh, you're not allowed to say that word anymore, these large chunky burger like grips with no grip. So I'll be able to shuffle everything along. Hopefully I'll be able to work it all and have a nice pair of grips on here. And something else has actually happened. When the front wheel fell off, the bike landed on this side, and I didn't really notice much, but the throttle had come loose, and to tighten it up you need to just get an Allen key in the end, and it tightened up, but it never felt great. Anyway, my mate was over the other evening and he had a go on it. Never ridden e-bikes really, hardly rides a cycle, and was obviously giving it a bit of a death grip, and just applied too much pressure, and it just kept spinning around. He didn't tell me. He parked the bike up, and when I went to put it away I noticed. Now it could have happened when he got off, yeah, we'd give him the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, since then it wouldn't tighten up again, so I think something from the accident had damaged the attachment somehow, although it is a really weak, fragile attachment, a way to attach it compared to the thumb or the twist. I need to replace it. Can I make it around here? Oh yes, easy work. And another thing that has really been bugging me, I've had to tie it up, is the side stand. I can't be bothered to untie it, but I put on this because it clangs away. It's all you can hear. This thing should be pretty quiet off-road, but when I could hear a tapping and a rattling in it, compared to the last fat bike I used, that side stand was so robust and heavy duty, and the spring was quite strong. I mean, if you got a chicken leg you probably wouldn't have been able to put it down, but this one, I think the guts are just, the spring's really weak. Maybe I have a faulty one, you know. Again, I could just be unlucky. But basically it was annoying me, so I decided to tie it up. So I think they cheaped out on that, definitely. Cut some corners on the throttle and the side stand. Look at that. And flour. Some joeys. Also, I've changed the stem. Yeah, I nearly forgot. The original one was 85 mils. This one's 45. So that's 4 centimeters more. I brought my arms back. It suits me a lot more. And I've shuffled the seat back a fraction and just made my riding experience more enjoyable. It's just setting the bike up, plus I've got the levers now pretty much where I want them. I've got no bend in the wrists, nice and straight, and even when I'm stood up, perfect, I think. I love it now this time of year when you can go around all these tracks and trails without getting plastered in mud. Just cruising. I'm in no rush. Something else that I couldn't work out on this bike was how to reset the trip. I tried all sorts of combinations and just nothing was working. So I emailed the company, and within a few minutes I had a WhatsApp message, and it had the video giving me the information I wanted. I couldn't believe it. I don't know how. I swear I would have tried it, but to reset the trip, basically all you have to do is, well, once you turned it on, go to the trip, which I think that's it, and then hold down the minus and the information button. Boom. Simple. Sometimes at the time, too many times, yeah, you learn other things, and what I learned is inside the settings, I understood most of it. It's all self-explanatory, but there was another option, which is a nice safety feature, especially if you go down the pub and you don't want your mates getting on your bike. It was a PIN code request when you start the bike up, turn it on. I tried it out. I've taken it off now because it's a bit annoying when you go to get on your bike and you've got to punch in a code before it'll go anywhere. Again, I just thought that was a nice tidy little feature. You know what it's like when you go out and you see a bunch of your mates, they all want to try it. And also it'll stop thieves a little bit, because you're not really going to want to pedal this. It's quite heavy, 36 kilograms, and it's creating a lot of drag with those fat tyres. I did pedal it and I thought, crikey, I wouldn't want to do that. A lot of rare wild flowers growing. They're actually protected, aren't they, those wild natural flowers? You're not allowed to pick them. Over there is a massive, like 30 bedroom, I think it was, mansion. There's a hell of a lot of bedrooms, put it that way. And before this lot got in there, it was two old ladies, sisters, and apparently they used to sleep outside on the balcony for 6 months of the year. The house got into a fair bit of disrepair. I don't think they could afford the upkeep, and now some fancy Londoners have got it and just throwing bare dollar at it. Right, I think I've waffled on enough. I'm going to finish off my ride, but I'm going to end this video here unless anything exciting happens. So I really appreciate that support, and thanks for tuning into the MOTO Machines channel today. I don't believe it, it's coming loose again. Bloody job.